Hello everybody, this is Charles and I'm back with another toy review, this time for Bandai's Super Robot Chogokin Mazinkaiser SKL. Alright, so Mazinkaiser SKL is sort of a reissue, reproduction of the Mazinkaiser SKL that was released many years ago as a DVD exclusive, but you can see this box is extremely huge, mainly because of the cape. So without further ado, here is the figure itself. This is Mazinkaiser SKL. Alright. So it's a very articulated figure, alright. In terms of die-cast content, alright, it's only in the chest part. Okay, this top chest, front and back. The ball joints at the hip over here. The lower legs, this black part, alright, is die-cast. And the joint, let me just pop it out. The shoulder joint over here is die-cast. Apart from that, it's all plastic, but it does feel really heavy. So this is Mazinkaiser SKL, and just do a quick comparison with the original Mazinkaiser SKL. Alright, as you can see, it's not purely a reproduction, but actually a upsize of the original Mazinkaiser SKL. Okay, for short, I'm just going to call him SKL, right, for the review. So in terms of size, we can see obviously that they actually increased the size easily by, I guess, 30%, around 30%. And besides increasing the size, they also changed the colors a little bit. For example, the gold. Alright, the gold for the original SKL is more of a yellowish tinge of gold. Let me just Alright, I have the lights on, this will be better right now. So the tinge of gold here is more like a little bit yellowish, whereas this is like a more golden, you know, sort of gold. As you can see as well over here for the legs part. So it's a different shade of gold. And for the red wise, the SKL, the original version actually has a metallic red finishing for both the arms and the chest, whereas this is more like a matte red. So apart from that, let me just take a look at the grey. So over here at the this blade part, or the shoulder blade, this is of a darker grey, like gunmetal grey, whereas this is like a normal silver color. So there's a difference between the colors itself. And for the powder, you can actually remove the skull for this, alright, the original version, but for the new SKL, you can't remove this. It's actually fixed over there. And also we look at the arms wise, you can see gunmetal silver over here, gunmetal silver, gunmetal grey, whereas this is like a chromish matte grey. Alright, same as the for the thighs, alright. Okay, gunmetal silver, okay, matte silver. So whatever is gunmetal silver for this SKL is actually matte silver over here. So basically that's the difference that you see. And even for the weapon wise, they actually upsize it as well. So see, you have a much bigger weapon now compared to the original one. Much more massive, but still as sharp. And the color of the teeth are different shade of gold, and the handles are different color shade of gold as well. Alright, so I'm going to put this SKL away for the time being. Okay, and then here's a comparison of Mazinkaiser with SKL. So they are more or less to scale with each other, which is a very good thing. And one feature that they didn't actually tell you, but it's actually quite cool, is that the cape for SKL can actually fit on Mazinkaiser. So see, you can actually fit the cape up here. The pegs are exactly the same, so it's really cool that you can fit the cape over here, so your Mazinkaiser can actually wear the cape. You can't put the front part though, due to the way that the chest part is made. You can't fit it in. I tried it, but you can't fit it in. But the pegs at the back are exactly the same, so you can actually fit the cape on the back of Mazinkaiser if you want to, which is really cool. And alternatively, the jet scrambler, you can also fit it into SKL, which is cool. So there's some interchangeable interplayability as well. So you see, we can have the jet scrambler on the Mazinkaiser SKL as well. So it's cool, they can interchange their parts, which is way awesome. Alright, let me just take this out for the time being. Right, put this figure aside. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. Okay, oops, I just knocked my backdrop. Oops. Alright, let me just get my backdrop up and running again. Support it. Okay. So Mazinkaiser SKL, right now I'm just going to go through the articulation for this piece. So I'm just going to take out the chest part first. Alright, it's easier for me to go through the articulation this way. So for the head wise, neck wise, he can actually bend all the way back quite a lot. There's some side rotation, 360 rotation for the head. Okay, And for the chest part, okay, for the torso, you can actually pull it out. Okay, there's a double extension at the lower waist and at the upper torso. Okay, this will give you more range of motion forward and backwards. Alright, and sideways as well. The shoulders are amazing. Okay, you can actually move it up. Oops, this joint actually pop out, no matter. So you can actually move it out this much. Okay, move it out this much. So if you need your shoulders to be up, you can be up more than 90 degrees, which is really, really cool. Alright, and he doesn't have any rotation over here at the upper shoulder, but he does have elbow rotation. So if you need to rotate, he has the elbow rotation at the lower elbow. And he has double jointed elbows as well, which you can see that gives you a lot of articulation. You can actually bend the arms to this extent, which is really cool. Really, really cool. Waist-wise, wrist-wise, sorry, full 360 rotation. Alright. And then in terms of his legs-wise, you can actually spread the hips out this much, which is again very, very cool. And you can move it backwards about this much. I guess it's about close to 70 degrees. You can move it upwards here, close to 90 degrees. There's the clicky joints over here and double jointed knees, as you can see. And he can actually do a kneeling pose, which is typical of most Super Robot Chogokin toys, which is really cool to be able to do a kneeling pose. Alright, this is really cool. Alright, so you can do a kneeling pose with ease. Okay. And apart from that, you can actually extend the feet as well. Okay, so if you extend the feet, it can give you more range of motion. You can actually stretch it and turn it even more frontwards, backwards, and sideways, which is cool. So if you want to do a really, really dynamic pose, you can just really have it stretch all the way outwards. This is almost as much as you can stretch outwards. Really big stance, really, really big stance. Okay, let me just pop all this back in first. Okay, and I'm going to pop this chest part back in. So one of the cool features of this Mazinkaiser SKL, rather, okay, let me just pop the chest part in properly first. Okay. Okay, got it in nicely. Okay, it's his cape, alright. This cape is really awesome. So, let me just put him here first. This cape, really, really awesome. Lots of articulation, lots of movement. You can really do a lot of poses with the cape. But do be careful because the parts here, I think I'm not sure how strong these joints are, but I guess moving them, you've got to be really, really careful, not to turn them in the wrong direction. You've got to make sure you adjust them nicely before you move them, just in case you break anything. Because these are like Rebotech joints. I'm not sure how strong or stiff they are, but just be careful, in case you break anything. Similarly for the front part, alright, they're held by Rebotech joints, so just be careful when you move them. So in order for the cape to actually, what you need to do to form the cape is actually just to put these two parts together. Alright. Nicely in place. Alright, this is done. So to put the cape on Mazinkaiser, my backdrop, don't drop. Okay, you gotta take out the head. Alright. And you just slot him in this way. These parts, okay, go to the back of the red crest. And at the back there's a peg for you. Just peg it in place. Oops. Okay, something popped out. No worries, no worries. Okay. Little minor issue. Let me just take this out again. Okay, you might face a little bit of a challenge when you try to put it in together, but mostly it was okay. When I did the trial earlier on, it was okay. So I must have been a little bit not careful for this. So put it in here, find the hole over here, pack it in, alright, nicely. Okay, once you're done over here, just plug the head back in, and there you have Mazinkaiser SKL with his cape. Wow, wow, wow. So the cape rests really, really well on him, and he looks really impressive. It looks like a pirate, like a pirate king, with that massive cape. And then if you want to do some diorama, you have the cape spread out, as if he's coming down from the sky and things like that. It's really, really cool. I mean, I like the fact that they actually gave this cape as an add-on. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, as I showed you earlier, it's also an added bonus that this cape can actually be added on the Mazinkaiser figure as well. So this is really, really cool. So in terms of weaponry, apart from a giant sword that he has, you can actually take this out. Okay, This part tends to actually fall out easily, but no matter, you can just clip it back in, alright? So once you take this out, you can actually pull these two parts out, they will form the gun. So what it comes in the box is these two additional silver blades. Okay, this is one whole piece. Alright, these two silver blades, all you need to do just to plug it in this way to form the gun. Plug it in this way to form the gun. And then what you need to do is just to put it into his arm, his hand. Okay, there's an open hand for you to put it in. Okay, it does take a little bit of doing to adjust him in. Okay, slot it in nicely. So one gun is here. Let me just place it into his hand. Okay, so there we have one of the hands carrying the gun. It's really cool. Yep. I'm going to have one of the hands carry the blade, which I've actually done it earlier. So this one, you have to put the skull back here. Okay, adjust it nicely. Okay, put it back in here. And prior to the review, actually put the arm, put the blade onto the hand. And you can actually extend the blade if you want to. So if you want to do a pose whereby you want him to hold use two hands to hold the blade to show like a chopping pose, you can do it as well. Okay, else you can just put it this way. Okay, slot it in nicely. Or you can just extend it all the way. You can actually hold it. Yeah, support it on the floor, on the ground. So this is Mazinkaiser SKL. So look at the details of this piece. Really, really cool, really awesome. Okay, I think I'm going to align the chest part a little bit because it's coming off. Let me just spend a little while just align it. Okay, got it done nicely. Get all the excess parts out. Cool. All right. Right, so this is Mazinkaiser SKL, okay, holding his gun and holding his badass sword. So this is a really big and massive figure. I think it's really detailed and well done. Kudos to Bandai for actually bothering to remold, okay, to expand the size rather than do a straight reissue. Okay, we all thought it was a straight reissue or of the original SKL, but it seems that they actually put in the effort to actually resize him. So which is a good thing. I mean, they resize him. It's a completely new mold, all right? So I think those of you who actually own this, and this, mind you, actually costs a lot of money. And I think the last I saw, it was selling at $500 or $600 US for this original version with the DVD. So I'm not sure whether with the launch or release of this Mazinkaiser SKL, it will cause the price of the this piece to drop, because after all, he is bigger and he is actually in a sense the same character. But I guess this guy will actually hold his value in the sense that it's a different toy, and plus the color of this toy, okay, this figure is actually significantly different. I mean, you get gunmetal gray, gunmetal silver on the elbows, the thighs, and the waist. I think the gunmetal silver itself and the metallic red is a very standout point, and I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of collectors probably want him as well, because the color is so impressive. So Bandai, in releasing this piece, all right, actually gave us actually a different, totally different toy. So I guess this guy's value will hold. It probably wouldn't be $500-600 US anymore, maybe $300-400, but he will hold because he is like a one-time production, and he will never be issued anymore. This guy, this SKL, I have a feeling that they will release a version 2. I mean, they did a Chogokin Z version for this, which is like chrome parts to actually replace the silver parts. So I won't be surprised if they do a Chogokin Z version whereby they replace the silver parts with chrome parts as well. So here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time. With the original Mazinkaiser SKL. Alright, as you can see, it's not purely a reproduction, but actually a upsize of the original Mazinkaiser SKL. Okay, for short, I'm just going to call him SKL, right, for the review. So in terms of size, we can see obviously that they actually increased the size easily by, I guess, 30%, around 30%. And besides increasing the size, they also change the colors a little bit. For example, the gold, alright, the gold for the original SKL is more of a yellowish tinge of gold. Let me just alright, I have the lights on, this will be better right now. So the tinge of gold here is more like a little bit yellowish, whereas this is like a more golden, you know, sort of gold. As you can see as well over here for the legs part. So it's a different shade of gold. And for the red wise, alright. So it's a very articulated figure, alright. In terms of die-cast content, alright, it's only in the chest part. Okay, this top chest, front and back. The ball joints at the hip over here. The lower legs, this black part, alright, is die-cast. And the joint, let me just pop it out. The shoulder joint over here is die-cast. Apart from that, it's all plastic, but it does feel really heavy. So this is a Mazinkaiser SKL, and just do a quick comparison. The SKL, the original version, actually has a metallic red finishing for both the arms and the chest, whereas this is more like a matte red. So apart from that, let me just take a look at the grey. So over here at the this blade part, or the shoulder blade, this is of a darker grey, like gunmetal blade grey, whereas this is like a normal silver color. So there's a difference between the colors itself. Hello everybody, this is Charles and I'm back with another toy review, this time for Bandai's Super Robot Chogokin Mazinkaiser SKL. Alright, so Mazinkaiser SKL is sort of a reissue, reproduction of the Mazinkaiser SKL that was released many years ago as a DVD exclusive, but you can see this box is extremely huge, mainly because of the cape. So without further ado, here is the figure itself. This is Mazinkaiser SKL.